It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other. From the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season, and then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Gray now on the return. And look at this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He finds Jaxson.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Tracy, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Now looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a pickup of 26. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Gets this to Jaxson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets them a first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. but these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Pass cut by Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Robinson in motion right. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On fourth down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
2nd and 13. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Daniels. Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels from the pistol. He's got Brown on the slant. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. Out of the gun, Daniels. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Robinson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. A handoff to Tracy. And he's bundled up quick. This just crosses the 25 to about the 27. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. They go right back to Tracy. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And his perfect start He's over, and that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, here's Eckler. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Daniels back to throw. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Play fake here, Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He's on the move. He can run it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. From the 21. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. They'll throw on 1st. He's got him. That's Tracy. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is complete to Neighbors. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Trying the right side with Tracy. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Tracy once more. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Giants are on the move here. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motioning the tight end now. Connects with Jaxson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 39. Has his man, it's Tracy. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Throwing now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Trying again, following the set. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 46. Completed over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Daniels on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Again, Daniels to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Cano ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Ertz reels it in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Third and a lone yard coming up. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Staying with Robinson. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has it in close. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Gets this to Slayton. And that's good for a gain of 5. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackle made on the play by Dietrich Wise. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down. give right side to Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. They'll cobble together a yard there. Play made by Deron Payne. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to the air here. The screen pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
2nd and 3 now. A toss now to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Daniels back to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the fourth. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They send a receiver in motion right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders lead by 15 now. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Gray now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Coming left is Tracy. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From midfield now. He finds Jaxson. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. 1st down, he keeps it left on the option. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
From the 24, connects with Slayton. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They put a receiver in motion right. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 23. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders in very good shape, up by 15. New set of downs for him at the 38. The give now out of the shotgun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. He gets the 1st and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.